back. I ain't been live in a minute. We're gonna see if anything changed. Been about a week. Let me see. When last time I went live? See what we got on here. I ain't been live in a minute. I just been doing other shit. I ain't been worried about it. Nowadays though, shit. I'm talking about quit. But I'm back now. Back now. We is back, buddy. Let's see if I can get some people in the chat this time. No. I ain't catch up on a lot of shit, man. I just been. See what I'm talking about.
And the next próximo Tacos of Texas, Taco Pop Culture. From taco sticks, antics in medium pop culture, and cultural appropriation, we'll explore the highs and lows of taco pop culture. You can find Tacos of Texas on KUT.org or wherever you get your podcasts. And the next próximo Tacos of Texas, Taco Pop Culture.
Shade, man. So y'all can feel free to watch. Wait, am I on the right page?
We'll explore the highs and lows of taco pop culture.
Get some folks up in here.
You can find Tacos of Texas on KUT.org or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Fresh. You are now listening to the Breaks Podcast. These are highlights from our Saturday night hip hop show on KUTX.
Got one person watching.
My co-host Kavishi Jones and I are native Austinites.
We love talking hip hop.
Texas hip hop history, and what's going on right
now.
And just so you know, the opinions expressed in this podcast are our own and do not necessarily reflect the position of KUTX Austin. We take over the airways. No matter where you're from or where you stay. 98.9, you in the place to be. Wake up,
fucked it up.
Be anywhere but you ain't. You in, so let's proceed with the wave. 98.9, you in the place to be. Wake up, this is the Breaks.
See if I can get somebody in here.
Listen, man, I had all kind of run-ins with all kinds of dudes over the years. The bottom line is that it's always better to err on the side of civility, man, instead of putting yourself into some bullshit you don't want to get into. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's funny, though. You put this.
No, because I always wonder how cooler heads prevail. As you said, you are a real figure.
Yeah, I'm going to be using this to shave. Maybe a man's stubble phone.
Yeah. Well,
sensitive.
I'll tell you why, because I've always been a guy that looked to avoid problems, because I know problems will come from problems.
Yeah, you said when you slapped Jamie Foxx.
I don't want the problems, bro. I don't.
Cake ass nigga.
Like, I'm just really not built like that. I don't want the problems, because I'm playing with you, so I don't want no problems.
I'm not playing with
You
you.
understand what I'm saying? I'd rather us be friends. You know what I mean? Because
Wish I had that machine that warming up.
Do you know how crazy you would be? This world
Man, stop acting about this fucking ball. I don't care about this shit.
The whole world.
Sick of this shit, man. They're going crazy.
I don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep things positive.
Okay, it's already.
No problem, no fake tough
Let me
guys.
come out of here.
Respect dudes, give them love, give them honor.
It's already foaming up, so I'm
Respect them behind their backs
Put it up in there.
not just in their face, and just keep
You're
it
real
there.
phony.
And it works for me. That's why I have a lot of friends and a lot of respect in the game, and there's very few people, there's only a few people that, you know,
Give me a
run
nice
from.
lather.
I understand why. And, you know, these things happen.
Warm it up and we're gonna get started. Let the water get hot. Get a good shave in. Who we got in here? Some strangers in here? What's up, man? I'm just going live. Make sure y'all subscribe to me. I'm almost at the goal I'm trying to get to, but I ain't went live in a little bit, so y'all just keep rocking with me. Let me get this quick shave in real quick. Who I got in here, man? Leave a comment. Let me know.
Has a long-standing issue with Grandmaster Caz, who actually wrote the song. He wrote Big Bang first. Big Bang first.
Let me know what's popping. Who got in here? Talk to me, people. Talk to me.
So that, you know,
I ain't been live in a little bit. I'm trying to see what's popping. Let me know something. Tracy Charles got her people in there. What's going on? We got the beat maker in the house. Everybody else popping out here. Now I don't want Cali. We got the cockeyed lady with the little babies. Somebody playing Fight Night. And who we got on my live? What's good, y'all? Y'all know how to shave? I can show y'all how to shave right quick. In case the ASMR people out in here. Ratchet TV. What he watching? Oh, he watching that bullshit. Too many lives be fake.
a friend told me to try heat treating it, but I don't think you have to. Benzo, welcome Haley.
Alright, I got my hot water going. Yeah, these lives be kind of fake. Yeah, I gotta stop watching Vlad, man.
Yo, what's up? How you doing? Remember, this is 18 years old and above. Anything younger than that will be removed.
We got 4 people in the live. We got one person. There's always one person in here just staying. I don't know who that one person be.
What's good, Carter? How you doing, man?
I'm good, just chilling.
Let's see. What channel? Okay, you're a kid. You're not supposed to be here. So you gotta go, dude. No, you're not 40. I've seen your videos. Bye, dude.
Let me say you 40. Little kids.
I think this guy Carter Films is,
What you think about me?
I'll have to check your channel. I think you've been here before.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
That nigga say he's 40.
Right, you're over 18? Sure you are.
That dude said I'm 40.
Okay. Alright, cool, dude. Alright. So,
Dude said he's 40.
anyway, welcome.
That shit hilarious.
Everybody.
Alright, y'all, we about to get this ladder going.
Hope everybody's feeling well.
Dude got
I
a
hope
weird
everybody's
profile.
having a great day. What about to go into some
That shit just cut out. What the hell? He must be on some boot.
interesting?
Let's see what he talking about.
We're going to talk about a spooky Halloween story that happened.
Oh no, I'm good on that.
Take a look. So
Talking about no spooky shit. Turn this shit down. I don't want to get my shit. Turn that shit down. So yeah, we get this shit lathered up real good. With that warm water. It's a shame. Nobody running around with your mind. It's a shame. I missed the bus. Oh, I'm gonna go back to my niggas.
First instance of an issue being had between two MCs.
So that was 1979.
Yes.
That was 1979, and I didn't think you get into 81.
Keep going, get it lathered up.
Issue
Real
is
good.
considered by most as the first prominent rap beef in
Right.
hip-hop. But,
That's
you know,
about good, y'all. He said he gotta get it all lathered up good.
Grandmaster Caz being upset that, like,
You know, and
which
apply
I
it.
think Caz knew he took the verse. I don't think he understood what was going to happen. And, like, I'm not getting paid for this. Once the song took off, it blew up and hit top 40. Like, Caz isn't being paid or getting any royalties or writing credit.
I don't think either one of them getting the money from it. So
I don't think so either.
I think Cass, of course, is just upset because, you know, it's rhymes and they say his name. You know, but
You saying water, it ain't got enough water in it.
Today we're doing the East Coast.
Next week, we'll do the West Coast. Cap it all off with the Dirty South.
Bring it back home. But hopefully you learned something from this. We're not here to sensationalize the negative parts of it. We're just kind of help you have an understanding of the competitiveness of rap. And like I said, how these different things kind of shape how we view the culture now. And not all of them are as bad as people think it is. I know a lot of people hear beef and they're, oh, Tupac Biggie. Like, no, some of these beefs are just two guys just being competitive, being from the same place.
For sure.
But then some of these, yes, they are pretty
We won't
bad.
get to touch, as Confucius said, we won't get to touch all of them. But what we will talk about, we will go in depth into. And this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
The Bridge Wars.
The bridge.
First, in my opinion, major hip-hop battle.
I got that one. What I read was it was Kumo D and Busy B was like the first major rap beat between two prominent MCs. But I think KRS-One and Shan kind of overtakes that and kind of overshadows that.
Well, once again,
And it kind of had the biggest impact.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we're going down the whole beefs that changed the course of history, I would argue the Bridge Wars is important because without the Bridge Wars, arguably, there's no superstar KRS-One.
Exactly. That is the instance in the moment in time in history that created KRS-One and made him the star and the prominent figure that he is.
So the Bridge Wars were a rap beef between South Bronx's Boogie Down Productions, which was led by KRS-One, and Marley Marl's Juice Crew, hailing from Queensbridge. And it's also between Shan, who's also from, well, Shan
the area. So yeah, I think the only person in Juice Crew that was not from Queens was Danny Kane.
Yeah.
Danny Kane.
So the few begins with Queensbridge.
Don't do like me and touch your face.
Track the bridge, which
I'm
drops
trying to
in
figure out
late
that in my hair,
1985.
though.
The track recited the phrases of their home borough and some of its earlier rap crews and was taken to imply that Queensbridge was where hip-hop began, even though it doesn't exactly say that. The lyrics that apparently raised the issue were, quote, "You love to hear the story again and again of how it all got started way back when. The monument right in your face, sit and listen for a while to the name of the place, the bridge, Queensbridge. MC Shan states Queensbridge is where the crew got started in his birthplace. He has stated that he never meant for the song to say that Queensbridge was the birthplace of hip-hop, but
It comes off that way. If you listen to the song, it comes off like you were saying that like this is where it started. Like,
according to legend, and most people agree that it started in the Bronx.
yeah.
So, of course, KRS-One was not happy about that. He released a song in 1985 called South Bronx, which was similar in terms of content to Shan and Marley's track, except singing the praises of the South Bronx rather than Queensbridge.
Just as long too.
They made the argument for being the real birthplace of hip-hop. The song first premiered at a concert where MC Shan had just performed The Bridge. The track directly attacks MC Shan with lyrics like, "Party people in the place to be." KRS-One attacks, "You got dropped off MC because the rhymes you wrote was whack. So you think that hip-hop had to start out in Queensbridge? If you pop that junk up in the Bronx, you might not live." KRS-One, in my opinion, looking back on it, was trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah, he was
And of
clout
course, he's from the Bronx.
It's cloud chaser. If KR
He's clout chaser.
these days and times, he would be considered a cloud chaser because Shan would come out and say, "Well, that wasn't my intention to say that it started."
I get a thumbs up. What's going on, y'all?
As he's continued to say, the song is to say that we
Get a
got
thumbs
our
up,
start.
man.
This is where we from. This is a song that represents us here in Queens, and like the Juice Crew and all these early crews started here.
Two, it was, of course, this was the
Get
beginning
that
of
thumbs
hip-hop.
up.
Hip-hop's had
Thumbs
been
up
around
for the
10 years at
shade.
this point. And so you do have these different people. I can imagine at this time in New York trying to vie for credit on where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to rappers like Sylvia Robinson, who helped produce that song, put the song together, famously said that she had a hard time finding rappers because they all felt, MCs felt at the time that this only sounds good at like a live performance.
Right.
Nobody wants to hear this on the record. So this is still around that time. This is early, mid-'80s, where the MC was still kind of like, cool, but the DJ was really the bigger person.
Yeah. Hence Marley Marl's Juice Crew.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then you have Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
And
Like,
then
the DJ was the person. So,
you had BDP with KRS-One, but Scott the Rock was kind of, at that time before the songs came out, was the guy.
yeah, exactly. So, it was interesting at the time because now it's two MCs going at it. When back then, people probably more suspected to be DJs going at it because DJs, like you just said, was a bigger draw. So, to see two people who just, the people at that time in New York thought just yelling the mic going at it, they were like, wait, what? And then for KRS-One to do it, premiere the song at a party where MC Shan just performed his song, also goes to show you how competitive it was back then. Because it wasn't like there was no money involved. It wasn't like they were saying, oh, KRS-One, like, how do you knock off Shan? Taking all the rap money, right? It's like say KRS-One is cloud chasing. Right? So and I feel like this song, The
Sweet
Bridge,
Blade.
taking credit away from where it
Sensitive.
came from. The Bronx.
And where I happen to be from, and where the rest of BDP is from. So like, no, I'm gonna get on this song and I'm gonna set the record straight.
So, but now, of course, they're friends. This was over 40 years ago, so.
Also, I've heard many people from Queens say that like the song South Bronx and The Bridge is Over, which we played previously, kind of put a dent on Queens, and nobody really took the people or the rappers coming out of Queens that serious after that. Which I kind of find funny because later on, like around the same time, you had a Run DMC and you had LL come out of there. But I guess most people were saying like when you said you were from Queens, I've heard Nori talk about it. It was like, yo, when that happened and like you said you were from Queens, people just looked at you in ways just like, from Queens, like it was. Nori also said like, yo, it didn't sound like a hard place to come from, like Queens, like they just everybody just like you got guys from Brooklyn and Harlem and other parts of Manhattan and the Bronx. It just was like, you from Queens, like Queens, like it didn't sound like a tough place. And then after KRS-One and BDP did what they did, it kind of put even a bigger damper on being from the borough.
Which is funny you say that because the next beef, famous in the 80s, was LL Cool J and Kumo
from Queens. He's from Hollis.
So yeah, rappers feeling the way towards Queens is interesting because the first arguably hip hop superstar comes out of Queens, and then you have Run DMC, which is out of Hollis, Queens as well.
Which they were the first superstar. I wouldn't say the first.
The first superstar group in rap.
I would give the first superstar group in rap to the Furious Five, but whatever they built, Run DMC came and shattered it.
Oh, yeah.
Stood miles high above that.
Oh God, yes.
They were the first rap group with an endorsement deal with Adidas. They did the $1 million endorsement deal with Adidas. First rap group on the cover of Rolling Stone. Like they set the pace for everybody else. But like LL.
I'm about to say, this isn't Run DMC. But anyway, LL Cool J and Kumo D, according to RockTheBells.com, the beef allegedly started with a seemingly random boast of LL saying, "I'm only 18 making more than hip-hop." He spit on the song "Do Wop," which is a story-driven song from his double platinum 1987 project, Bigger and Deffer, aka Bad. Several of Uncle L's predecessors took offense with LL's ultra-cocky rhymes, notably Kumo D, who in 1987, the Treacherous Three member released his How You Like Me Now LP. The LP cover featured a red Kango, LL's signature, had at the time under the front left tire of his Jeep. Kumo D rapped, "I'm bigger and better, forget about Deffer." He also rapped on the title track, which set off the rivalry that led to The Vicious. In response to LL Jack the Ripper, which you just heard, in Kumo D's song Let's Go, LL issued the final blow 3 years later onto The Break of Dawn, ending one of rap's best and longest running feuds to that point.
That wasn't the final blow. He smooth through. He was throwing shots at that man on. Mama said, "Nike, wow."
Yeah, but that one was more like open-ended because even LL was like, that was more him answering like the critics. But yeah, there was a small shot.
Yeah,
but in terms of direct, it was Break Dawn.
Yeah.
Really was got going. And this beef was weird because once again, why this is important? LL is rising through the hip hop ranks in the mid to late 80s, right? And Kumo D was a premier artist at that time.
He definitely was.
So LL, clearly being younger, LL was barely 18 at this point, going after a seasoned veteran and respected rapper like Kumo D. That's like that. Granted, Kumo D started it.
He definitely did.
But LL did something most people didn't expect. He finished it. Because at that time, you have to understand how big Kumo D was. That is like, I don't know, Lil Tyler, who I actually like Lil Tyler.
I like Lil Tyler.
Kind of going after Drake. Kind of like, this ain't going to go the way you think it is, but Lil Tyler held his own.
That would be how it would be perceived today.
Exactly, because Kumo D was the big. And keep in mind, this is in the 80s, hip hop really only existed in New York. Granted, yes, the South was starting, the West Coast had started as well. But in terms of what people do hip hop as, it was strictly the East Coast.
It was a very New York thing, and you had, like the Future said, Kumo D, who was this very notable figure from being with the Treacherous Three, and like the Treacherous Three were featured in the movie Beat Street and all of that. So coming off of all of that and hit records like Heartbeat, I don't think most people thought that this 18-year-old kid from Queens was going to hold his own against Mo D.
It's tricky for you.
I'm sure they changed their mind once they heard Jack the Ripper.
Oh, yeah.
I just, like, listening to the songs, like listening to How You Like Me Now.
Hey, you got somebody in here. What's good, man? Let me know what's going on.
They got like an LL Cool J.
You're the only person in here. What's up?
In the video, and got them tied up talking about when
Crickets
I
up in here.
using my style. And I'm just like, your style, you sound nothing like LL Cool J. And LL Cool J sounds nothing like you.
Once again, with the part of beef was the competitive aspect.
This was very competitive.
Because from KRS-One to MC Shan to Kumo D and LL Cool J, all the issues appear on records, on wax, as they say. This wasn't an issue when two crews ran each other, started fighting. It's just competitive nature of it. I think LL was so willing to jump into it, which is why this episode starts off with MC Shan. And I feel like, we feel, I should say, that he best understands beef.
He's the forebearer of beef.
Exactly. LL is like anybody can get it. Literally. I don't care who it is. If you're going to come up, if you're bigger than me, if you say something, I'm going to attack you. Which is why LL pop up later on in this episode.
He swung up and he swung down.
Exactly. And so, but what it did was, I think it also helped establish LL not just as a viable pop star, which he became, but as an MC to be a force to be reckoned with.
It definitely set him apart from what you may have thought he was. It definitely solidified. I think him going against Kumo D, as you said, later on, you will hear us discuss LL again. I think it solidified him as they're like, this dude is the real deal, and he is an MC. He's just not in this for the money. Like, he really about this.
And then, once again, like I said, we talk about beats in which these two incidents changed the course of hip hop. If MC Shan never gets into an issue with KRS-One, never heard of KRS-One. Most of y'all know who KRS-One is. Most of y'all know who MC Shan is. Most of y'all don't know who Kumo D is. A lot of y'all know who LL Cool J is. These two beats were started in whatever way they started, but they eventually, like I said, changed the course of hip hop history. So,
And I think that also helped make him an even bigger star than he already was.
yeah, because now it's like a certified pop star. But now I think okay, he can also go toe to toe with some people that we thought like were scared. Because if you remember in the '80s, once again, like you said, if the East Coast is setting the tone for what people think hip hop is. So yeah, it's lyrical, super burrowy, and then here comes LL with his going back to Cali and I round the way girl and I need love. They're like, yo, can he even rap like that? And then he goes against Kumo D and Wiz on that line.
He can really rap.
And the algorithm ain't showing. We know the.
Get along.
And also, like
I'm
you
gonna end
said,
it at 30 minutes.
these weren't instances of like with BDP and Juice Crew. Like, nah, they didn't care for each other after the beat popped off. But it never came to a head. Like, you never heard a story about how, like, they were out at a club or a show or, like, Juice Crew, Marley Marlin was out at a show somewhere, and Biz Markie got to a fight with, like, D-Nice. Like, that never happened. Yeah, this was strictly about rap.
I granted we will get to that point. But now, computer GMB. LL Cool J came. We first talked. LL Cool J brought came up with this episode. Kumo D going to LL. No misunderstanding. Cannabis and LL Cool J got the album. LL Cool J was born in the mid-90s. Yes, a certified superstar. Yeah. One of the biggest artists, not just rappers, but the biggest artists in the world. He got a song in 1997 called 4321. It was like a posse cut at the time. It was Method Man, Redman,
Redman, and Cannabis and LL.
and so this was LL, because at the time LL really was like, he was really making a name for himself, not only on hip hop records, but also, you know, the pop records, doing it, and
They love us.
you know, what's the other one? When you love all those songs. So, you know, one Richie Wolf kept saying, like, I'm in the ring with some great lyrics. Cannabis at the time was an upcoming artist as well. One of the most anticipated artists coming out. Right. Thanks, so, yeah. So according to Medium.com, Cannabis vs. LL Cool J was a highly publicized rap battle that took place in the late 90s. At the time, LL Cool J was one of the most successful and respected rappers in the industry, while Cannabis was an up-and-coming artist who was generating buzz for his impressive lyrical skills. The beef between the two artists began when Cannabis appeared on LL's track 4321 and delivered a verse that included, "I've got a mic on your arm. Let me borrow that." LL Cool J took offense to the line as he considered the microphone tattoo on his arm to be a symbol of his career and legacy. In response, LL Cool J recorded a diss track called "The Ripper Strikes Back," which included a number of insults and disses aimed at Cannabis. Cannabis responded with his own diss track, "Second Round Knockout," which included references to LL Cool J's age and alleged use of ghostwriters. Second Round Knockout wasn't a bad song.
It was not a bad song. LL also answered Cannabis on 4321 with the whole, you don't want to borrow that, you want to idolize.
Yeah, exactly. He changed the verse,
Yeah.
which, love LL, but that was kind of a sucker move. Not going to you.
He
Like,
got a heat. So,
you could have came to Cannabis like, hey, bro, like, you changed the line. Because if you watch the famous beat DVD, Cannabis said had LL asked how to change the line. It wasn't that big a deal to me. But
so for those unaware, on 4321, LL had already had a verse recorded. Then, once Cannabis turned LL heard Cannabis's verse, he felt the way. Even Joe Budden asked him when LL was on the Joe Budden podcast, like, what was up? Like, what was up? Really, what was up? And LL said, it was ego. It just was my ego got the best of me and my pride, and I felt a way when I heard what he said. So I decided to say something back, and I chose to do it on that song. So LL was back into the studio and re-recorded a whole different verse, and that is the verse that you heard.
Look at LL Cool J, hoe.
That's kind of what kicks off everything.
some notable line from Second Round Knockout. You've been here for 10, I've been here for 2. You're only known for your beats, so you're more like a stew.
It sounds familiar. Anybody been 10? I've been 55. Smart enough. We'll get to that later. Yeah, we'll get to that
They
later.
also said, greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th. Talking about me. Because once again, being 97 is still fresh. Like I said, Cannabis, he responded well. The funniest cast of their beats is Wyclef. Because Wyclef was producing for Cannabis and kind of got some of the vitriol from LL